This
testing.
conference will now be recorded.
So testing means the objective is the client requirements should meet up with your application result, behavior,
Yep.
execution, right? That's the testing
Yep.
we say. But only few, if you have suppose 50 functionalities are there in your application, all 50 we don't automate, only few we need, right? So
Yep.
by the
Yep.
way, can I understand on what basis the functionalities are being categorized for automation?
What's the question, Lakshmi? Sorry.
Yeah, you said that there are certain functionalities to be automated.
Yes.
So what are the reason for it? Why you need to automate?
So, okay. Automation has just picked up at this workplace, right? Initially, it's mainly for regression testing. Like every
Hmm,
time when there is a release for
hmm,
regression, we use up a week.
hmm,
So eventually, the way they are saying is, if you have a regression or like automation suite built, if you
hmm.
run those, you don't need to have any manual intervention.
Exactly.
Obviously, saving time is what they're
Yes.
looking at.
So one scenario is whenever you want to do regression testing, you can go for automation.
Yep.
Second is if you want to test the application with different data, multiple set of data, right?
Yep. Yep.
Multiple set of data, test data I can call,
Yep.
test data, you can go for automation. As you know,
Yep.
really regression in the sense you want to test that functionality every weekly, every monthly, or sometimes for every release, you can go for automation, those functionalities, important features. And when you
Yep.
want to test a particular functionality for a huge set of data, which is placed in Excel sheet, you can go for automation. These are the two, you can say, reasons where it saves resource time, right?
Yes.
Maybe human mistake, error can be minimized, okay?
Yep. Yep.
And the same the same boring job will not be assigned to a resource. Just passing the data and testing, that's not that exciting job, right? So where time saved, making proper utilization of the resource, the time, everything, you can go for automation.
Yep.
So in automation industry, you most regularly you see two automation tools. That is Selenium is one, and
Yep.
second one you might have heard UFT, Unified Functional Testing. Okay,
Yep. Yep.
so it
Yep.
was known as QTP, Quick
Yes.
Test
Yes.
Processing, right?
Yeah.
There are some differences between these tools. These are not only the two tools available in market. You have Silk Test, other Test Complete, right? There are
Yes.
many tools, but these are the most you'll find in most of the companies are implementing it, using it.
Yep.
And what are the differences? QTP is a licensed.
Yeah. Expensive. Yeah.
It's a license and it's expensive. And the companies, yeah, if companies want to go with the QTP itself, they can go with it. But as Selenium is an open source, okay,
It's
open
cheaper.
source,
Yeah.
yeah. So you can just download it,
Yep.
okay, and use it on any platform, any
Yep.
browser you can automate. But here, limitation, you need only Windows platform,
Yeah.
Windows operating system. And even the QTP versions are different for different Windows versions as well. Windows 7 has a different QTP UFT, 8 has a different, 10 has a different version. So they have the restrictions.
Yep.
And also it supports only one browser IE. But
Yep.
here, any operating system, any OS, and any browser, any browsers can be used for automation.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly, the Selenium was designed keeping in mind to automate web applications.
Yep.
Okay, but sorry, Selenium. But QTP, you can automate any application, any kind of applications. You can go for web, even desktop. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
SAP applications, mobile applications. Okay, any kind of applications can be automated. But
Yep.
here, mainly it is designed for web. But in case if your application is a desktop, but nowadays Every desktop application also they are just modifying it to upgrading it to the web, right?
Yeah.
Web era you can say. So that also is one add point to the Selenium. But in case if you have any project which is a desktop and you want to test with Selenium, you can do by adding some third-party plugins.
Okay.
By adding some third-party plugins to your project, you can automate those applications as well.
Mm-hmm.
You might have heard Sikuli, Auto IT, right? Robo.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Jar files you need to just download. Because Selenium is a free tool, we have to do little bit effort. We have to
Exactly. Yeah.
search a little bit here and there and then collect it. But
Yep.
QTP is a license, they give you a complete packed everything. Just
Yes.
install it. Everything you get built in.
Yep.
Okay. So
Yep.
whatever based on the applications you need to automate, you have to add those third party supportive jar files and to your project and you can work with it.
Yep.
But also Selenium has some drawbacks. No reports. No reports are generated after
Yep.
execution. But
Yep.
UFT has a built-in report. But if you
Mm-hmm.
need report, you can add TestNG. By adding TestNG to your project, you will get reports generated.
Okay. Yeah.
Every problem has some solution for it.
Has a solution, but thing is, you need to go and do an extra bit of work.
Yes.
Yep.
See, the Selenium is not only compatible with the technology Java, you can use other technologies, Ruby, Python projects. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Mostly 13 to 14 languages, technologies it supports.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But coming to UFT, it supports only VB script.
Hmm.
You need to write your script only in VB.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. So
Yep.
these are the main some differentiation points between these two automation tools.
Yep.
So first, initially, to start with Selenium, we need to start with Java concepts.
Mm-hmm.
What Java we need, what level of Java, very basic level of Java. So that because why we need Java? We are going to take the structure of Java, okay, concepts of Java and work with Selenium automation scripting.
Yeah.
Selenium has a set of methods and classes. Those methods and classes we are going to put inside this Java format and execute it. That's what we need.
Yep.
Hmm? So first, initially, there are some terms in Java like class. Okay,
Yep.
what is a
Yep.
class? Why class is needed? A class will contain mainly variables and methods. What is variable? It's a general term. Variable can be found in any technology. In a database also you see variables, which is
Yep.
storing some data. It's a temporary buffer area where some data is stored for some time being, which can be
Yep.
used for processing later. That's a variable we call.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
That variable has certain data type. Means what data is it holding? Is it holding a number or a decimal value or a string or a character? Based on that, variables have the data types.
Yep.
Anyways, this we'll be discussing ahead later in detail.
Yep. Yep.
What are methods? Whatever logic you want to write. Suppose I want to automate a login, log out, upload functionalities. I can't write that code directly inside a class. You should
Yes.
write in the form of methods.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? As you give a label, a name, a heading, login, log out, means that code should be within that particular encapsulated or wrapped inside that method.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you can create as many methods as you want inside a class. Each method has a unique name. I can create a method named login, method named as logout, and the code of that functionality will be inside the method. Getting?
Yep.
So the variables and methods will be enclosed inside a class. And how to access these methods and variables? With the concept that's an object. You have to create an object for the class. So we
Okay.
call Java is an object-oriented language.
Yeah.
Without object, you can't refer anything from the class. It's like a representer. Object is a representer for your class or an instance of a class. Okay.
Yeah.
So with this object only, you can access the data present inside the class, maybe variables or methods.
Yeah.
As many objects if you want, you can create for the class.
Yeah.
So how to create these objects, syntax, everything, we'll see.
Yeah.
Also, you might have heard the features of Java. It's a case sensitive. Okay, it makes
Yeah.
difference uppercase and lowercase because, and Java is also enriched with built-in methods and classes. It has its own set of classes, string class, okay, all the data types, everything.
Yeah.
Okay, different packages included in it. So we can just call those classes and methods and we can get the code or requirement done.
Yeah.
Also, Java follows OOPS concept,
Yeah.
object oriented, where
Programming.
like
Yeah.
inheritance. Okay, C language is also based on OOPS concept. C++ is also relating with OOPS. Means
Yeah.
what? It has a feature of following certain inheritance concept. Okay,
Yeah.
polymorphism, interfaces, encapsulation. These
Yeah.
things can be implemented in Java. So these concepts will be using pulling into our Selenium automation also in our project in the framework.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm? So these are the few things we need. That's it. Nothing else much. And one concept of collections.
Yeah.
These are the few things we need from Java.
Yeah.
Okay, once this is done, our Java concepts and one more thing, exception handling.
Yeah.
Important. Exception handling. Where how will you handle your runtime errors, which is
Yeah.
very important in our Selenium as well. Then we'll start with our Selenium concepts,
So these
where
are the list of the Java concepts which we need. Is that what you're
yes,
trying to say at the end of the day?
yes. Basically, I just told you overview.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe we'll be all learning the string classes, data
Yep.
types, how to declare them, different
Yep.
ways of writing the methods, overloading, overriding, how to pass input parameters to the method, how to take the return type from the method. These all we'll be discussing. And examples on the OOPS concept.
Yep.
Okay. And also, yeah, forgot. And also we'll be learning how to handle the properties file.
Yeah.
Okay. How to
Yep.
handle the Excel file
Yep.
and also how to deal with the database. When you want to test a database testing, you need to first initially connect to the database and write the code or writing the query. How to you query from a program, Java code that we'll be learning.
Yeah.
Then we'll start with the basic methods and classic classes of Selenium. Then we'll move to the advanced concepts of Selenium. Then
Yep.
we'll configure the TestNG to this and generate the reports. In this case, also we will study about annotations.
Yep. I'll get you the framework exactly what a company is using.
Mhm.
I know that
Yeah,
they're using Selenium and Maven. I don't know what for what purpose they're using
yeah,
Maven and Eclipse. Yeah.
sure. See, when you are installing Java, you need to also install Eclipse. When you go
Okay.
come to the point of installation,
Yep.
you need to install Java initial and then Eclipse. Eclipse is something, a place where you'll write your program. You should have some platform, right, where you can write and run. So that's an Eclipse is an IDE tool
Okay.
where you
Yeah.
can write your Java program and get the output.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Yep.
Yeah. So once these two are done, then we'll add required jar files of a Selenium and understand these two sections, and then add the jar files of TestNG, study about annotations, do
Yep.
parallel testing, all the attributes of your test case. Here mainly this TestNG is used to create test cases.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Then we will go towards the framework.
Yep.
Different types of frameworks are there. Okay, meanwhile, you can share the framework which you have, then I can at least give you an overview for that.
Exactly, like aim at that point. Yep.
Yeah. Then we will, once frameworks are done, here will come the page object model. Even though you're not using, we will understand it later when you come across this requirement, you can implement it.
Yep.
Page object model, then page factory.
Yep.
Then comes, once frameworks are done, then we'll also discuss about the Maven projects, how to configure the Maven project and the advantages of it. Okay, so this will be our you can say in gross level the course content.
Yep.
Okay. So in advanced concepts, how to handle the actions class, how to automate the date pickers, calendars, right?
Yep. Yep.
And you can say, and different ways of identifying the elements using XPath, CSS, the different, that all will be discussing.
Yep.
But before this, if you to learn how to identify an element, we will also, you can check with this Selenium IDE. It's nothing but a recording and playing back plugin.
Uh-huh.
This is just a plugin which we don't use in real time, but
Yep.
using this plugin, you can understand how exactly this tool is picking the properties of an web element,
Okay. Yep.
based on which we will later write the script manually for automation.
Yes.
Okay, so this will be our content.
Yep.
So
The
overview, you
first
want?
off, we're going to start with Java, and then once we get an understanding of these concepts, then
Yes,
we'll look at the Selenium.
exactly.
Yep.
So have you installed Java? Or it's there, or you need to install it?
No, I need to install, so I need to know all the instructions and everything as well.
Okay,
Please.
fine.
Yep.
So yeah, yeah. So do you have any questions relating to this? Anything you need to understand more?
No. No. I think it's just mainly understanding, as you said, the Java concepts, core Java concepts. So
Yes.
once I have an understanding of those, then I think hopefully the other stuff should follow through.
Yeah, we'll be just using the syntax, whatever we have covered in Java, and writing the code of Selenium within it.
Yes, main
Even
parts.
the
That's a
Selenium test
main.
cases also we will write in the Eclipse only
Yep.
itself. Hmm?
Yep.
So that is what our the flow would
Cool.
be for
Yep.
this.
No problem. Actually, every time if we take classes, that will be at this time. Is it only? Anyway, is it possible to get a half an hour early or?
You mean to say 5:30?
Yeah, is that possible for you?
You're in IST time zone, or
It's now currently in India. It was at 6 p.m. you started the class, isn't it?
yeah, yeah, you're in India IST time zone.
No, I'm in Australia, so
Okay,
currently the time here is 12. So that's what I was saying. If it's possible for you to push a bit early, because
okay,
in India if it is 5, it means sorry, in India if it is 6, it's to 11:30 here in the night.
okay, 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 okay.
So
Fine.
11:30 to 12:30. So I was thinking, I don't know if it's possible from your end, but
Yeah,
just
yeah,
try.
we can make it.
We can make it.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay, like you work.
Yeah, I work from home,
Oh,
so we can manage it.
so you will that be okay? Like
Yeah.
if you, I don't know. I'm just asking this question. You can say yes or no. So in India, if it is 5, it means 10:30 for us.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Fine.
does that time suit you or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, it suits me, not an issue.
Okay, that's good then. So if it's possible, then from Monday, do you want to do that at 10 o'clock? Like at 5 o'clock your time, IST?
Okay, so before, fine, no worries. From Monday?
From Monday, yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. So first we need to do the installation. Okay, so when
Yeah,
you're connecting on Monday, connect with
yep.
the machine on which we are going to do the installation so that you
Okay,
can
I'll
share
connect
your screen. I'll
PC.
just guide you and you will install on your own.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Like you can guide me through and I can install it on my PC.
Yeah, yeah. Because when you do on yourself, you get that confidence, and later you can you reinstall also. So that's the reason I just recommend everyone to do on themselves.
Yeah, I
I'll be
think that's a fair
guiding you.
point.
Yeah,
If I do it and like if I need any instructions and stuff, you can follow it
yes.
through. You'll be guiding through some like, do you have any instructions already, or it is something which you guide through on the day?
On that day only,
Okay.
according to the errors and whatever the seek you have, I'll
Yep.
accordingly will install. Apart from
Okay.
that, I can share you the document, the steps
Yep.
of installation.
Yep. So
Okay.
I have a PC and a laptop.
Hmm.
Suggested is PC.
Anything is okay on which you'll be doing a practice.
Okay, fair enough. Yep.
Okay. So connect with that machine so that you will share your screen, and I'll tell you how to download, install everything,
Yep.
and how to launch everything. Then once if it is done successfully, I'll share my screen and explain you the programs how to work. And later after class, you can work on your machine.
Okay. Yep.
Fine.
That sounds good.
Okay. Hope that's
So
clear from your end. Any questions?
no, Lakshmi, it's all good. So
Okay.
you will be available from Monday then?
Yeah, Monday 5 o'clock,
Monday,
5 p.m.
5 o'clock, 5 p.m. IST.
Yeah.
Yep, yep, no problem at all.
Okay. Fine.
Thank you
Okay
so
then.
much.
Yeah. See you. Bye.
Bye.